So welcome to a Super Mario Odyssey challenge video. So the challenge for this video is trying to touch each kingdom without, trying to beat each kingdom without like touching the ground. So this video is just a cap kingdom, but so the ground is it. I'm gonna demonstrate what the ground is. The ground is like this stuff, like the main thing for each kingdom. So, like, I did the live stream of this earlier, and I learned that you can just long jump on the rails in Cat Kingdom, and you will just make it farther. But so that is our first like ground touching of this video. So since Cat Kingdom only has one type of ground, so like yeah, since it has one type of ground, this is the ground. So if we touch it, we have to restart from the Odyssey or the closest checkpoint. So we can like use Cappy to like do cap bounces to like avoid the ground. But yeah, so touch ground again. So that's 2 ground touchings. So I know you guys probably aren't gonna like believe me when I like beat this because I didn't record like live stream it, but if I will live stream like the other parts of the series, so you guys can edit it down for YouTube, or maybe like do it again just so I can like edit it. But yeah, this is actually real. So look, we're getting closer to like beating this part of this section. No, we just got into this section and I fell off. Now it's time to actually restart, dang it. So it's like this is kind of hard because of like the not the corners, but like the curves or like of the ground just messes me up. So here we are at the place where we died last time, yeah, and we got it. Now it's time to good, we made it. This part is easy. We can just long jump. But now it's time for a harder part. So I'm gonna count like the gray ground carpet stuff as the ground, and the hats things as not on the ground, but only the top part. Like for example, I'm not going to get out, but this doesn't count as ground, but this counts as ground. No, we got so far. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we passed the checkpoint, so we can. So since we passed this checkpoint, we're going to be starting on like the sign thingy. So it's going to be this sign we start at until we get to this checkpoint at the top hat tower. So for this, we're not like using like captures or banned, because like you can just like with the Paragoomba, you can no, like with the Paragoomba you can just skip like a lot of this area, because you can just fly without touching ground. So most of them are banned. So this is made easier with like not banning the top hats, because you can just like long jump between them and like land comfortably on these thingies. And how am I doing this? So this kingdom is gonna be like one of the easier kingdoms in the series, because you can like just do some good platforming and like just get like to a lot of places easily. So this part, no. Sorry, I thought I was on the like bench thingy, like the gate, whatever that's called. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do that again, dang it. So this part I'm stuck on because like I can like, so I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing. Like I've been ground pound jumping, and it like, as you can see, like it just like slides down the wall and not like grabs onto the edge of that thing. But guess we can do what I just did there. That would be closer. So I like grabbed onto the edge of that like bench thingy and like grabbed the legs and like brought myself onto it. But the thing is, I touched the ground. So I tried to just go back on there to skip like all of this, and then I just like fell off because see, look, I can do see, got up. No, I just jumped on the edge of the like bridge, so now I have to like start that again. How annoying. So I just like did an expert long jump to come across here, so we can do that again now. Let's go. I made it on like the side of the bridge. Now I can just do some like long jumping to get to the end. So we're at so I didn't say anything about doors, but so we can touch the ground outside of doors to go into the door. So let's long jump and do that. So in fact, we didn't even need to touch the ground because we just like long jumped into it, but we have another problem. The problem being we're touching ground, so we get like one free move, and this is what I'm using it to. And see, and so I'm like, oh no, oh now I'm gonna start from the door. But so since the loading zone's here, so this was about where we exited the door from, so let's do that again. So I'm actually going to record this, and alright, failed. So actually let's like do that, and there we go. Now it's time to like jump into the water, and this doesn't count as ground as long as we don't touch like the bottom of the pool thingy, which we touched. So like so I said we couldn't use captures, but the frog is like the only useful capture. So so this is gonna be hard to jump into the water. So I just like long jumped over the frog and used a cat bounce, and then just like threw my hat down and got the frog. But no, we're so close to the water, we jumped on the edge. So this is how we did it, is like jump out and captured the frog. So let's try it again. So if you like do a high jump by shaking your controllers, you can do it. But I think we needed to like jump on the railings, so I guess we have to do it again. So here we are, we're here. No, we're so close to. I'm gonna just keep trying it like again. So just to prove that it is possible, which it is possible. So since it is possible, see, as we did it, so now it's time to just like, oh no, not do that, like continue. Dang it. So I'm right here, and oh no, we missed. Dang it, now I have to start again. Wait, oh, so I'm here, and now it's time to just like, yeah, so there's thin water right here that we have to jump to, and there's also no, there's also that thing we were so close to getting. So I just like, since I somehow did that without the frog, I'm allowing myself to do this one more time. Just like do one more ground touch, because how else am I supposed to capture a frog? And there's these. No! Now I have to start again, dang it. So I actually made it up here, and I'm gonna like just long jump up here to see if there's anything I can do, which I think we needed to go like the other side, like the other fence, so I can like actually get up there. So I don't know why I was using the left side, because as you can see here, I can clearly see the right side railing. But from over here, the place we were doing it, I cannot. So the one on the right's easier to get to. Well, it's easier to get to than the left. And no, and it like lets us get higher, which no, I have to start again. I almost saved that, and then I touched ground. So I made it up here, and now instead of going to up here, we can like we were going to go in the question mark blocks. Let me show you, like. So we're going like long, I can't, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're just going to like take a step, because we can, and go through the door. So we made it up here on the question mark block, and now, oh no, what? Alright, still made it though. Alright, now we've got that, and now you can like use this one ground step to like get into the door. And now we're here, which you can like do the one move to just like I can like long jump onto the top hats. But the real problem is getting to like topper, which which we just need to do a long jump on here. Alright, so we got that, and now we just need to failed again. Alright, hopefully third time's the I was gonna say hopefully third time's the charm, but that didn't work out. Fourth time's a charm, and almost failed. So instead of like doing that all the way, we can we're that close. I was gonna try and land on this railing. So if you need help going up and around this, just like jump and then throw Cappy if you're trying to do this by yourself, and you have to restart, dang it. So we like grabbed on the side of the bench and got up, and now if you can reach Captain Toad, which we can long jump, cat bounce, and see, jumped on Captain Toad. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to get notified for when the next video in the series comes out, and check the Too Late to playlist, which is going to be the Mario Odyssey and the rest of this challenge. So see you guys later.